Dear Jack, I wish you could see all these beautiful faces here today, in this city that you loved so much. Hi everyone. You're putting a smile on my face where there hasn't been one for a few days, so thank you for being here. I'm Bruce Pierce, and some of you may know me as a community development worker with the St.Johns Homelessness Committee. It's a calling, in fact, that Jack inspired me to pursue. I'd like to share some personal thoughts about him with you. I've had the honor of being Jack's friend since 1985 when I was a 23-year-old student in Toronto and he was a young city councillor. We immediately hit it off. Through the 1980s and 1990s, we worked closely together on a myriad of social, environmental, community, and political campaigns. It was an amazing experience to be his executive assistant on council before moving to St. John's in 1998 with my amazing partner, native Newfoundlander Sean Silver. It was tough to leave Jack then, but so lovely to come here with Sean. And in 2002, I jumped at the opportunity to help lead Jack's federal NDP leadership campaign effort here in our province, which was successful, as you gathered. Everyone he met here seemed to fall in love with him, and that feeling has only grown since then. While the work we did, was about serious matters, it was always pursued joyfully. My relationship with him has been truly life-changing, and his influence flows through me to this day. Jack was a teacher, a visionary, and a person who loved deeply. Let me briefly elaborate. Jack taught a university course at City Hall in the 1980s on how municipal government really works. I was his student, and it was a welcome reprieve from the textbook versions I'd received elsewhere. One day he asked us to sit in the council chambers and observe a meeting and to look for power in the room, where it was, who had it, and how it was being used. It was an amazing lesson that prepared us not to be mere observers, but to be participants in civic life. After class, we would often retire to Foster's Pub behind City Hall for discussion and debate. With input from people across Toronto, Jack also developed a new vision for the city going into the 1988 municipal election. It's a remarkable paper, which I have with me here today because I just looked at it the other day. Many of the things proposed in it, which appeared far-reaching at the time, have since become reality, not only in Toronto, but nationally. He was a person who loved deeply, perhaps no one more deeply than his wife Olivia, whom he also married in 1988. Their wedding was one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. A few years ago, when he and I visited Signal Hill at sunset, struck by its beauty, he decided to call Olivia. Love, as he called her, never something euphemistic like darling or sweetheart. To him, she was love personified. And when she answered his cell phone call back in Toronto, he said, "Love, guess where I am? I thought it was only appropriate that I be calling you on my mobile phone from the place that received the first transatlantic wireless signal." Waiting for the laughter. Yes, he was also lovably corny. Jack also cared deeply about others, to the very end. I last saw Jack at his home last November, where he quickly shifted his our topic from his health to the need for a national housing strategy. Again, during this spring's federal election campaign, he called to pledge action on affordable housing. As I told my colleagues in the housing movement yesterday, Jack truly understood the meaning of the Irish proverb which says, "It is in the shelter of each other that we live." It's striking that Jack's death has rekindled a nationwide understanding of our own innate gifts and potential to make positive change happen, each and every one of us. Although Jack's life was cut short, we still have the opportunity to get up every morning and make a difference in our communities. It is hard, almost impossible to imagine a world without Jack Layton. But let's recommit ourselves to making it a world he would be proud of, because that is a world that will truly embrace justice, peace, and love for all. I love you and miss you, Jack.